Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. Today I am bringing you another episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge, and as you can see, we are here with Norma and the family. It is the end of 1963 here. We are just about to head into 1964 soon, and the family is just sitting here at the table. It is like 1:45 in the morning, but they are just having a little bit of conversation and a bite to eat. As you can see, she likes comedy, and so we're gonna go ahead and let her like comedy. She's just having a little bit of some fun banter with her son, which we absolutely love. We love that her and Charles are having a good time here together. They are feeling pretty playful, which is great to see. They are clearly having some good relationships, and they are becoming really good friends together, which is wonderful. She's going to go ahead and call into work and take family leave now because she is heading into her third trimester here. We will be having a baby in this episode, and we know that she had obviously gotten pregnant from having that one-night stand when she had gone ahead and gotten the news that her ex-husband had married her sister. And so she was upset and had kind of been a little bit on the reckless behavior there, and called that guy over, and it resulted in this pregnancy. So she is in her third trimester. We will be going ahead and having a baby in this episode, so that is something that we have to look forward to. She's just going to go ahead and get herself to the loo here, and then we will have her get a couple of things done here that she needs to do, but it does look like we're going to need to get her into bed soon because she is feeling pretty tired, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning now, and everyone is, just kind of up, and they really need to start heading off to bed. So we're going to go ahead and try to wrap things up here with the family and get their needs taken care of. So everyone will need to get to bed for the evening. We will make sure everyone goes ahead and gets themselves off to bed here. So let's go ahead and just wrap it up for the evening. Let everyone go to the bathroom and then get to bed. Once everyone is in bed for the evening, then I will go ahead and see you guys in the morning when they wake. So we are now just waiting on Charles to go ahead and finish up with the washroom. And then once he's off to bed, everyone will have settled in for the night for a little bit of rest, and we can call it a day. It is the next morning here, and she is just going to go ahead, come outside and collect some of the eggs. We do have a chicken that is in its elder years, so we're going to go ahead and trade the black hen for some meat products. So we'll go ahead and have her do that as well. As we know, in this family, whenever our chickens kind of get on up into the elder years, we go ahead and we just sell them off. We're down to 2 roosters, and then we have some chicks, like baby chicks. So whenever they age up, we'll see what we end up having as far as them aging up, and maybe we'll be able to have some more hens once they age up for them to lay more eggs. But we are kind of getting a little bit low in our chicken coop here on animals. Not that it really matters, to be completely honest. Norma wasn't a huge fan and isn't a huge fan of the chickens anyway. She deals more with the garden section and kind of likes to deal with the gardening. She's not huge on the chicken coop. That's more of her mother's forte. As we well know, she is more into doing the gardening and doing like jogging and things like that. She recently has picked up a love for painting and the banjo, guitar skill, things like that, but she could pretty much take or leave the chicken coop. She doesn't really care one way or the other. I am just letting her grab herself a bite to eat here because she is feeling a little bit peckish. It is about 6:15 in the morning, and so she's just going to go ahead and grab herself a bite, eat that, and then we'll probably go ahead and see about getting her out for her morning jog. It's not so much of a jog now that she's this pregnant, it's more like a walk. But we are going to go ahead and let her go out for her morning exercise. She does like to get her morning exercise in before the family gets up, so we will let her go ahead and do that. It does look like in the family we have some children that are aging up, so I will obviously go ahead and pop in after the episode and give them their makeover so that we can get them all squared away for the family tree as well. So that's great news. Everyone is progressing within our family tree, and I absolutely love that. The family is really coming along nicely. She obviously needs to go ahead and do some things around the house chore-wise, so we'll have her do that as well. So she is going to go ahead and just get some laundry done before she gets her exercise in. She noticed that there is some laundry that needs to be done, so she's just going to go ahead and do that really quick since she's, kind of here, and she's feeling a little playful this morning, so she thought, well, I'll go ahead before I go out for my jog and I'll just get some housework done because there are some things here that clearly have been neglected that I need to work on. Gemma is able to do these things as well, but she just doesn't do them as much as she used to do, considering she's getting on up there. I'm not exactly sure how much time left we have with Gemma, but I do know that she is well into her elder years, so it can't be really that much time left, I wouldn't say. So Norma is aware that we are coming up on probably the last days that we have with Gemma, and she is a little bit nervous because she has Charles, but now she's about to have the second child, and she is going to be a single mom of 2 children now, and she's thinking, how am I going to run a house with 2 children? And she's not quite sure how she's going to do that, but she knows that she is about to have her hands definitely full taking care of 2 children. She was a little bit concerned about the fact that she was going to be raising Charles by herself, but now she's going to be raising 2 children alone and on a single income. And so she is a little bit concerned about that. Granted, the family has plenty of money. They have the pensions from everybody that was in the military, and they have a nice little nest egg that has been saved up. So she isn't too worried about the funds per se, but she does know that it is going to be difficult raising 2 children by herself, just because of that being a difficult task in itself. It's not easy raising children, and when you're doing it by yourself, it is very difficult. So now that she has cleaned up around the house, she is feeling like she's really accomplishing something. Time is of the essence here, though, and we do need to go ahead and try to get her out doing some exercising because, as we know, everyone will be waking soon. Oh, it's raining. She's like, oh, now I have to go exercise in the rain. Well, thankfully, I don't think she's going to mind. She's feeling so playful right now that I do think that she's not going to care so much about having to go out in the rain to do this. That being said, she's carrying around an umbrella, so she might actually care a little bit about the rain. She's feeding the chickens and cleaning the coop with her umbrella, so she may care a little bit more about the rain than I kind of gave her credit for. Gemma has woken, and she is just going to the washroom and then going to grab herself something to eat this morning. She is feeling a little bit peckish as well. Aside from that, her needs are in really great shape, and she's feeling pretty confident this morning. She is thrilled about the fact that she is about to have another grandbaby. She doesn't necessarily agree with the circumstances around Norma's pregnancy, but she realizes that these things sometimes do happen. Obviously, she would have liked for Norma to have been married and not having this baby out of wedlock. As we know, Gemma is kind of old school and old-fashioned and would have wanted Norma to be settled down, but it's the 60s. These things happen, and it is a time of love. It's the love generation, and so unfortunately, things are just the way that things are, and Norma isn't married and has ended up pregnant. As you can see, she is gone out for her walk. She's gone on a walk with an umbrella, no less, because of the rain, but she's just proud of herself that she is out and about and getting herself a walk. She's feeling really energized from her walk and feeling really confident now. She's not feeling as playful as she was because she knows that she is getting in this walk that she needed, and she loves it when she goes exercising. It makes her body feel really great. She can clear her mind. Any kind of doubts that she has about being a single mom kind of fly out the window when she's out here getting some exercise, because it really gets those endorphins flowing through her body and through her mind, and it calms her and her anxieties. So she is feeling really good right now. It does say that tomorrow starts the year of 1964, so we are headed into 1964, and like I said, we are in the tail end of 1963 currently, so that makes perfect sense. We will be having our baby very soon. So We are just in our 3rd trimester. It says she can give birth at any time. So we are now just waiting on her to go ahead and go into labor. And once she does that, then we will be able to see what she has, what the gender of the baby is, and go ahead and pick out baby names, which is going to be super exciting. As we know, we are still in the 60s. We can't go and find out what the gender of the baby is. We just have to wait and see what we're having when Norma actually goes into labor and gives birth. So we are just waiting with anticipation to find out what the sex of the baby is, so that we'll know what we get to name this child. And so the anticipation is absolutely killing me. Meanwhile, inside we have Gemma and Charles in here. They are just talking. She is helping him a little bit with his homework. They are having a little bit of a conversation about his studies, and as you can see, he is making some good progress where his studies are concerned, which is absolutely great. I love the fact that Gemma and him have such a close relationship, and they are bonded as well as they are. He's feeling really focused over his homework, and he's gaining responsibility from doing his homework. And the fact that she is helping him with it is something that is really great. I absolutely love their relationship and that they're so close. We are just going to go ahead and get Norma to go check the mail. We do have some mail in the mailbox here, and we will get her checking that. And then I am going to probably queue up to have her go ahead and get a little bit of rest. She is feeling very tired after her exercise, so we're going to let her get a little bit of a rest here. She is pregnant, and so I do want her just feeling a little bit rested, so we'll have her have a little bit of a nap just so that she feels a little bit better there. But these two are just spending some quality time together here in the dining area. As you can see, they spend a lot of quality time together, Charles and Gemma, and they have a really close bond. I think that makes a lot of sense considering he is technically her first grandchild, so it would make sense that she would be really close with him. They are having some conversation over the cake, and he's telling her all about his day, and she is telling him that she is really proud of him for the fact that he got all of his homework done and that he allowed her to help him, and she's just thanking him for allowing her to do that. It's not every day that you would have a child that'd be like, hey, Grandma, will you help me with my homework? But he is really close with her, so he loves when she comes in and tries to help him and things like that. So that is such a sweet relationship. As you can see, Norma is up from her nap. She wants to get a little painting in. She's once again feeling pretty playful. This pregnancy has kind of got her staying in that mood of playfulness, which I actually love, because in most cases, the pregnancies keep your sim feeling pretty sad and or angry, but in this case, this pregnancy has made Norma feel really playful. Once again, Charles is in here doing a little bit of homework. He's getting some extra credit done. He is a very studious child, which we absolutely love. I love the fact that he's constantly in here trying to learn and expand his mind. And as you can see, Gemma has once again come in here to try to help him, and she is being very helpful with him, which I love. I love their relationship so much. They are the cutest thing ever. And she's just like, what are you working on now, Charles? And he's like, I'm just working on a little bit of my extra credit work, Grandma. And she's like, I just wanted to see how you were doing in school. And he's like, I'm actually doing really well. My grades are doing really good. And she says, well, you know what? I am so proud of you that you are so hardworking and diligent with your studies. We're just going to sell this painting here that she has done. It's made her feel very inspired. And I am going to go ahead and get Norma to read a little bit more of her mixology. She needs to get that mixology skill up a little bit for her job, so we will get her reading that. She has obviously taken off for family leave, but we still want her working on that goal for her job. And Melanie has called letting us know she has a crush on Sergio, and she wants to know if she can pursue that. So, I mean, I guess if you want to, it's worth a try. That's fine. We have now reached level 2 of the mixology skill, which has marked off our career goal, which is perfect, but we also need to prepare some food or mixed drinks. So I will get her in here. She can go ahead and serve some lunch. And so we'll go ahead getting her in the kitchen, let her prepare some food so that we can work towards that work task as well. And that will help with that work task for her to be able to get closer to that promotion, which is fantastic news. I think that once she gets back to work after her family leave, she will be able to go ahead and get a promotion at work so that we can get her making a little bit more money. And that is a bonus for everyone involved because, as we know, she does have a little bit of concern about being able to take care of the family once Gemma is gone. She doesn't necessarily need to worry about the money, but she does worry a little bit. I think that she thinks to herself, the money is only going to last for so long, so I at least need to have a steady income constantly coming in because they do have bills. And as this family grows and as the decades progress, we are going to be changing the house and they'll be getting different amenities in the house. The house will be upgraded with different furniture, and so the price of the bills is going to change as time goes on. Therefore, we never are going to know how long that money is going to last her. So she does need to make sure that she is making good money. So currently she is making some faux BLTs for her work task, and she's just having a little bit of a conversation about her mom. Gemma is asking her about the baby and if everything's going okay. When is it that you think that you are going to have the baby? And she's like, I honestly think it's going to be pretty soon. I'm on the last leg of this now, and I think that it's going to be any time now. And Gemma's like, I think that I probably agree with you because you look like you're about to pop. The baby definitely looks like it's dropped. And she's like, yeah, I think so too. I do think that we'll probably be having us a baby in the very near future here. And everyone's really excited about this news, even though witness to a bully. Well, you can stay out of it and just help your friend afterwards. We're going to finish up this laundry, but as I was saying, everybody is kind of excited about this baby, even though the circumstances that made this baby come into fruition were maybe not ideal. Everyone is really excited about the expansion of this family and the potential for this baby, and how this family's growing is making everyone really, really happy. Even Charles is happy about the fact that he is going to be a big brother, and he's loving the fact that, you know, he is going to have someone in his life that he can look out for, whether it be a sister or a brother is irrelevant. He's going to have someone else in his life, and he's loving that. And he doesn't even care that there's going to be that big age gap between them. He just knows that he's going to have a sibling, and it's got him very excited. Gemma is just watching a little bit of television, and as you can see, Norma is going around the house just cleaning up everything. She is definitely nesting right now. She's getting everything ready for this baby to come, and she is obviously feeling very like she needs to clean and get everything prepared for the arrival of this little one. So she is making sure everything in the house is spick and span, and I love to see her, like, she's just like going around spraying everything down. Like, oh my god, this house is such a wreck. It's absolutely not a wreck, but she just feels like everything in this house is so dirty, and it's so funny to watch her just spray everything down with Lysol. So she's gonna have herself a little glass of milk here. She's just feeling like she needs a little bit of refreshment, and she is so happy right now. I love the fact that she's feeling so happy, even though her circumstances are very different, very odd, and maybe most people would be in this position and they would be really saddened or really scared. She's just feeling really happy overall about the whole thing, and I love that she's feeling so positive about it and it's not getting her down. She's decided that she wants to go out for another little bit of a walk here, so we're gonna let her go ahead and go for an evening stroll. And Charles has decided he's gonna come out and help take care of the chickens, and then he wants to give himself a little bit of playtime on his jungle gym there. So after he finishes up his cake, he's going to help around the house a little bit with the chicken chores and get himself some playtime in for a little bit of fun, because he is kind of feeling a little bit desperate for some fun here. So we're gonna let him just have a little bit of fun on the jungle gym there, and he can monkey around on those little jungle gym bars. He's like, come eat this food, chickens. So he's eating while the chickens eat. We love that. Look at them run around. They're like, thank you so much. We really needed that. Why do you set the plate on the ground? I hate that. I hate that so much, but okay. That's fine. Someone will have to go and clean that up. But in the meantime, he is going to get a little bit of playtime in and get some fun up while he goes ahead and monkeys around on these jungle gym bars. It is really helping him to get some playtime in and some fun and we love that. Well, he didn't play for very long, did he? He's decided to go in and wash up. She is really upset. Someone has kicked over their trash can. So we're going to go ahead and have her pick that up and get these piles of trash up off their lawn. She's like, oh my gosh, who goes by someone's house and just kicks over the trash? And she cannot believe that someone would do that. She's feeling very upset by the fact that someone would have done that. Who would have been angry enough to kick over their trash can like that? Norma, as you can see, is still on her evening stroll. She is feeling very, very playful. We love that for her. But like I said, this pregnancy is just having that effect on her where she's constantly feeling playful. And even though she is on her walk, and usually it makes her feel really confident and really energized, right now she just has a lot of playful feelings. This pregnancy has kept her feeling playful pretty much throughout the entire pregnancy. She's not really had any mood swings of sadness or extreme anger or anything like that. She has stayed pretty much playful throughout the entire time. And I think that is a telltale sign that, you know, overall, she's really happy with the decision that she is having this child. You better get yourself to the washroom, Norma. I know you're having a really good time dancing here, but honestly, your bladder is indicating to me that you desperately need to go to the loo. It does look like our dryer has busted, so someone is going to need to repair that. She's like, I'm dancing right now. I can't be bothered. I just can't even be asked. Look at her go. Oh my goodness. Being pregnant is not stopping her from getting down. Gemma's just cleaning up a little bit. She is feeling like the house needs a little bit of cleaning up as well. Both of these ladies are constantly cleaning up, so the house is always spick and span, which we love. Thank goodness you've made it to the washroom in time. I was really worried that you were going to have an accident there. But she has gotten herself to the washroom in just the nick of time. Once she is done with that, maybe I can get her to go ahead and fix that dryer and she can get that repaired, because honestly, it is smoking and sparking and it is in really rough shape. She's like, no, but what you can do is let me get something to eat because I am feeling pretty hungry. And once again, she's feeling uncomfortable. What is it that is in the house that is making her feel that way? The house is not dirty, so I'm not sure what she's uncomfortable about, honestly. I love how she goes out for a walk to get some exercise in, and then she comes back and she eats cake. Like, it's kind of counterproductive, but Norma is that way. She always picks the cake as her meal to eat once she comes back from going out on her jogs and or walks. And then she comes back and she eats a big slice of cake. And it's like, what was even the point? I don't understand, but that's what she does every single time without fail. All right, let's go ahead and get you to work on this dryer and then you can head to bed. Everyone is gonna head to bed. It is about 10 o'clock at night, and so everyone needs to get a little bit of rest. We'll just have Gemma work on this dryer here, and then she can head herself off to bed as well. Norma's already into bed, Charles is heading to bed, and soon Gemma will head to bed. As soon as she finishes repairing this dryer, she will get herself to bed, and everyone will be tucked in for the night. And I guess we will probably be seeing Norma wake up maybe in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning and going into labor. So we'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, it is 1:58 a.m. and Norma has gone into labor. We are going to go ahead and just take her over here to the bassinet and let her go ahead and get birth to this baby. So she is just going to go ahead and go on over here. She got promoted to a mixologist. I am not sure what she did to get promoted to a mixologist, but she got promoted to a mixologist as she got out of bed. So there's that. All right, so we are going to go ahead and take her over here and let her get herself a baby born. She is having a baby. She's like, oh my gosh, I remember this pain with Charles. I had forgotten what this was like. Oh my gosh. And this time I'm doing it alone. At least last time I had mom, but this time mom's asleep because she's in labor in the middle of the night. So she's doing this all by herself this time. And it is rough. And she is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm doing this alone. Oh my goodness. All right, it is a girl, guys. We had a girl. Norma just gave birth to a baby girl. This baby needs a name. What would you like to call her? Let's go ahead and go over to the wheel and give it a spin so we can find us a baby girl name for our legacy for the decades. And we'll give it a spin, and our girl name is going to be Rebecca. All right, so we will go back over to the game and we will name our little girl Rebecca. So if we hop over to the game, we'll go ahead and put in Rebecca. Her father's last name is Chaffick. So that is her name is Rebecca, and little Rebecca has been born. So Rebecca is here, and just like that, she has given birth. She needs to go into the bathroom so bad, but we need to go ahead and feed little Rebecca something fierce. Oh my goodness, you need to feed her so bad. But guys, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next Decades Legacy series when we will be in 1964 with our new baby in the family. And until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.